Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd let it begin by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Hawakakwadash. Our double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, to all the dedicated brothers out there that's giving their due diligence and serving Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, in sincerity and truth. All right, again, I would like to say shalom, shalom. All right, today's topic, I would like to get into what time it is, or what time is it, right? Knowing what time is it, you know, pretty much going into knowing the times, right? I'm gonna rephrase that. The topic is gonna be knowing the times, and you should know the times, being a follower, being a listener, being a doer of Yahweh, of the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. When you heard it, you was moved by it. And if you was moved by it, you'll be occupied in prophecy, man. Knowing how important prophecy truly is, right? And if you're paying attention to prophecy, you're paying attention that certain prophecies is the indicator of the end, right? So knowing what time, knowing the time, knowing what time it is, right? So like always, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I'm gonna just get straight to it, and forgive me, Akim, because I'm not really eloquent in speech. Sometimes I'll say something and sometimes it don't come out right, just like, when I try to come up with the title, what time it is, or what's the time, or knowing the time. That's why I'm gonna just stick to knowing the time, because that's actually in the scriptures, which is one of the precepts I was gonna hit up, right? But I wanted to start off in the book of 1 Thessalonians 5, right, verse 1, because we have been watching, right? So this pertains unto us, right? But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourself know perfectly that the day of the YAHAWAH so cometh as a thief in the night. Right? We know that Yahweh Shaka is going to come unexpectedly, man. Well, let's read that in the NLT right here. For when it says a thief in the night, means unexpectedly. For you know quite well that the day of the YAHAWAH's return will come unexpectedly. Right? Like a thief in the night. Right? Meaning catching you off guard. Right? The coming of Yahweh Shai, coming is going to catch you off guard, but it's not going to catch us off guard. Is because we're actually paying attention. At any moment, certain things that manifests in the world, we understand, okay, Yahweh Shai could be coming anytime now. Especially when the third war kicks off. You know what I'm saying? We're in the midst of Jacob's trouble. FEMA camps going on. They're pushing the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? Tensions is at an all-time high with these nations. We understand that he's coming in no time. Especially when the missiles getting shot up. Right? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not, a power, an unrighteous power where they would have to lie. They told us from the beginning, everything was already written that we was already going to win, that some of us shall not taste death. What does that mean? That, even the scriptures talking about come up out of her. So you be not partakers of her sins. Because Babylon's going to get judged for their sins, right? And what he said, be not partakers of the plagues. And the plagues is coming to Babylon because of her sins is the missiles, man. Right? So we know those things. We're paying attention to certain things, man. We know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not going to lie about anything that's been mentioned in the scriptures. Right? So when we're starting to see certain things going to pass, we know that we're in the right track. Because we got the advantage by what? By paying attention, man. Right? And we're occupied in prophecy. We're paying attention to prophecy, man. That's where our mind is at. Our mind is in serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is the book of Sirach 39 verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High. Because we submitted to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So our mind is in the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, towards his words, towards his instructions, towards his counsels, right? And is occupied in the meditation thereof, meaning you're in the spirit of, retaining the truth. What? Will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, which is in the scriptures, and be occupied in prophecy. So if you're saying you're serving the Lord, your mind is in the scriptures, then what? You will be occupied in prophecies, man. right? He will keep the sayings of the renowned men. And where subtle parables are, he will be there also. So where all these parables is being, that's where our spirit is at, right? The spirit of YAHAWAH Shem Yahushua, man. Right? The wisdoms, right? The saying of the renowned man, meaning, really talk about the prophets, because renown going into what, like people in a high stature, even though that you could refer that to like princes, judges, kings, but the people that we look up to, the people that we read about, renowned men that we read about is actually the prophets. That's moved by the spirit of YAHAWAH Shem Yahushua. That's where the secrets is at. He will seek out the secret of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables. And that's only found in the scriptures. So that's why we're not going to get caught off guard. We know what time it is. We know that YAHAWAH Shem Yahushua is making good of his word. We understand that we're in the time of the end. Right? We understand that time is short. There's a season and a time and a place for everything. And we understand we're in the season of the end. Right? Let me bring that out. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. There's a time for everything. There's a time for you to live out your sentence. Now we understand we're in the end of this world. There's a time where you're supposed to live out your judgment here on Babylon the Great, right in this prison, this hellhole. But there's a time where you're going to be delivered out of it. We understand we're getting closer to the time of the end, right? We're getting closer to the end, and that's a beautiful thing. The scripture said, better is the. Let's bring that out. We already there, right? Same book. It's Ecclesiastes 7, verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. Better is the end than you just getting started. Just like it's better that you're leaving work than you getting into work, because you understand you got all the hours you got to do. You got to be there vexed, being a damn slave. It's better that you're going home because you could actually relax. It's better the end of a sentence of. It's better you getting released out of jail than you starting to go into jail, because you got to sit. Right? And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. But the point is, what we're going through is a beautiful thing. We're not vexed to know that America's getting ready to be destroyed. Matter of fact, it's working to our favor because we hate it here, man. Right? Whether the 2/3 don't realize it or not, they're gonna appreciate when the kingdom is manifested, because they're gonna be treated correctly. They're not gonna be polluted. They pretty much gonna have what they dream of, because Jake, you dream of what? Just enjoying life, having peace, just enjoying the environment, man. You're gonna be able to enjoy that. The air is not gonna be polluted, the food ain't gonna be polluted, the woman gonna be thinking straight. You don't gotta watch your back about cops, about brothers trying to hunt you down. Everything is gonna be perfect, man. We know that's the time that we're coming into. We know before that even happens, we understand that the end of the society is the end of this rulership got to happen. And we know that's where we're at with it, man. It's not hard to see. It's not hard to believe. Every puzzles, all the pieces of the puzzles is here, man, for you to actually have that vision. Right? You should know what time it is, man. Knowing the times. You got to know these times, man. If not, you're going to get too comfortable and you're not going to want to leave. Or you could get too comfortable and lose vision, man. Is that Romans? It's not. It's Romans 13. So like, this is the book of Romans 13, verse 10. Verse 11, Salaki. Read it in the NLT. This is all the more urgent. This is how important it is, right? You need to pay attention to this. For you know how late it is. Time is running out. Wake up, for our salvation is nearer now than when we first believe. Let's read it in the KJV. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Let's look up the word high time. Right, I went into this before. Right. I think I Googled it. But high time is meaning he should have been did it, right? Okay, when you look at the word hatam definition, hatam is an idom, idom, idiom. Slaki, I know I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. That means it is high time. It is time to do something that should have been done a long time ago. That's the point right there. It's, something that should have been done a long time ago, and what should have been done is you repenting, man. You getting right. Why is that? Well, waking up out of sleep, which when you wake up out of sleep, you get right, get your mind right, and serve the Lord. Why is that? For now, our salvation is nearer than when we believe, right? You should know that this is, that this is not something to be played with. You being called and you rejecting the word of YAHAWASHI because you will pay the consequences, man. YAHAWASHI. Salaki, it's not playing with any one of us, man. Right? YAHAWASHI is not playing with any one of us. Right? This is a serious thing. Waking up the prophets to preach to you just for you to disrespect. Because everything that the prophets are saying, it gets back to the top, man. Yahweh is seeing everything. YAHAWASHI is seeing everything. Everything's being monitored. Right? So you got to know what time it is, man. You got to know that, the end is literally around the corner, man. Because if you don't get it right, you will get left behind and you will suffer the death of a heathen, man. And we say that like that because the Heavenly Father hates the heathen. And right now he hates the two. Well, he doesn't hate Jake, but he hates what you're involved in. So in that category, you will die the death of a heathen, man. And that's, that could be avoided. And ultimately, it's already determined for you what you're going to do. So it could be avoided to the point where if it's in your spirit to change, you got to change now. Don't wait too long, man. But if you don't change, we understand why. Right, a man all fear, This is the book Ecclesiastes 12, verse 1. Right, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. That's the point right there, right? I'm going to read in the NLT. Don't let the excitement of your youth cause you to forget your creator. Honor him in your youth before you grow old and say, life is not pleasant anymore. Don't wait to the very end. Don't wait when evil, because you could like it until you being old, and you're getting ready to die. That's when you want to serve the Lord, or before judgment actually shows up. Then now you want to get right with YAHAWASHI. Don't wait too long, man. Right? Because the Heavenly Father, you could get caught up in the mix. Right? You don't know what tomorrow brings. So you wanted to wait till next week to stop smoking, to stop being a demon, not knowing that you might not even have till next week, man. Right? But point being, man, know the time, know what's going on, because by doing so, it should persuade you to do better and be better, man. That's all it's about. We can't keep living our life as a joke, man, because you're living your life as a joke by you not acknowledging that you're an Israelite, not acknowledging you're God's chosen people, man. And that's going to cause you to die, man. And again, the more urgent, as we brought it out in the NLT on the Romans 13 and 11, the more urgent to know these things, man, that, hey, man, our salvation is literally nearer than we believe. And you're not going to get accepted. You're not going to get accepted by YAHAWASHI unless you get that garment right. It's the book of Revelations 16, verse 15, right? Behold, I come as a thief, right? Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, keepeth his truth, lest he walk naked and they see his shame, right? If you're walking naked, man, that's you walking with nothing, no covering, right? You're walking with a covering, but not of YAHAWASHI. They will see your shame. They will know that, you took in pagan customs, that you had an opportunity to get right, but you didn't choose it. I'm gonna read it in the NLT. Because when you go into a thief as a thief in the night, it's just You know, the robbery is unexpected. The thief is only successful if he could catch you slipping, right? Verse Revelation 16, verse 15 in the NLT. Look, I will come as unexpectedly as a thief. Blessed are all who are watching for me. That's the whole point. Knowing the time. You're knowing the time because what you're watching. You're at the doors of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, man. Blessed are all who are watching for me, who keepeth their clothing ready, so they will not have to walk around naked and ashamed. Right? Having this truth and keeping it on you and knowing, having that lamp with the oil, man. So you're not walking around not knowing what the fuck to do, especially when YAHAWASHI shows up. Because they're going to be like, damn, you didn't even search me. You didn't even look for me. You didn't care enough. It's the book of Proverbs 8, verse 34. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the doors, at the posts of my doors. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. But that's the point, though, watching daily at the gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. And blesses that man because he heard Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, and they knew what to do. All right. So I'm going to end off here. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I'd like to end off by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Hawakakwadash. Our double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Again, Shalom to the elect. Shalom, Akim. Shalom.